Yeah, I think in the back 6 games or the back third of the conference, we clearly were up and down with our consistency, and I think Kendall being out had a lot to do with that. Other guys being in, not playing particularly well at times, and I think it's affected a little bit of our chemistry on the floor. And getting him back in particular for the last couple games, I think was huge for our team's confidence. And I think now that we're sort of moving into the tournament, you take a deep breath and you restart. And for us, I hear everybody, they lost 3 out of 4, they did this. To me, we just won 3 out of 4. You always got to keep the positive in mind. And for us to be 24-6, 14-4, regular season champ, #1 seed, we all sign up for that. So for us now, it's the new season. We have a chance to play in Brooklyn. Guys that were there a year ago experienced advance into the championship game then, and that's a good feeling as well. Well, I think there's probably about 6 to 8, 7 teams that could win the tournament. You have so much firepower in some of these teams' offenses that one guy could just go bonkers for a couple games, and you can get on a roll. And I think that's the cool thing. I think the second thing is you have some teams really playing for a lot, postseason aspirations, the next step, and you're going to get a fierce opponent every night, and we're going to have to be ready to go on the first one because both of those teams are really good. Fordham's won 5 out of 6, and we just played Richmond the other day, and it was a drag-out fight. So it should be one of the more competitive tournaments that I've been a part of, and I wouldn't be surprised if somebody snuck out of the woodwork and won it, or one of the top 4 or 5 seeds ran away with it, because it only takes a guy or two or one game or two to get a rhythm going, and everyone's capable, because I think if you look at the talent on the all-conference teams, there's some real discussions about who should be on what team, and there's very little difference with some of these guys, and that was the most impressive part about going through the league this year was the talent level that we went against.
It's a new start of another new season for us. It's winter go home, and we know we're real urgent, about winning and losing games, and we know we got to come out with these wins, and we know we can't come out, with slow start. So we just got to figure things out and get things going early, and set the tone for the rest of the season going into the tournament. We planning to win the championship. That's been the goal from day one, and that's the only thing we've been thinking about. And we're not satisfied until we get it. And that's the mindset we always had. That's the mindset I always had. And anything less of that is, not what we set out for. So we're still in the 18th championship.
You see it all over social media. I think everyone in the community has definitely applauded us a lot throughout the last couple of days, but at the same time, we kind of have to move forward. We have 3 games coming up, well, possibly 3 games coming up this weekend, and we want to win all of them to put ourselves in the best position to be wherever we're at in the tournament.
It's a good competition, and I think the field's open to win the tournament on Sunday, and as long as we just keep doing what we do, we'll be right in position to win like we did last week.
We have to play for a championship. We have another opportunity to win the conference tournament. And, to be, in that first game in advance is a great feeling. It gets you warmed up for an opportunity to play in a semifinal game. And if you happen to make this the championship game, you're playing for another championship. So that's what we're focusing on now. And Selection Sunday will come. We will be called. I think that's the case. We're playing for, a seed line in some levels, but we're not going into the tournament field this year very much different than last year's resume. We have a much different resume from front to back, and if our entire team is available, which it has been here of lately, we're 11-0 with that team, and my hope is that's the team that's going to be ready to play in this tournament and next.